getting audio now, Pete? Hope you're getting it. Okay, great. Man, you missed some great calls. It's too bad that the audio is off because we were at our best.
Yeah, it can go nothing but downhill from here. All right, this is Specs.
Actually, we were saying this is kind of boring old-time curling before the Moncton rule, the free guard rule, with takeout, takeout, takeout. Uh-oh, Specs is missed.
Chips it back into the middle. Now Phil can just split the house and force him to one.
Everybody made the shots except Specs.
Phil says, I don't want to split the house. I'm going to go for a steal.
Really, I would split the house here, I think.
Just force him to one?
Yeah. Well, after
Force him
missing
to
it.
draw. Yeah,
Yeah.
force him to draw.
But he wants that guard up, so he's going to try and put a guard up on top of that and force
Who's Specs advertising?
Specs into a draw down to it. See if Phil can get that in the right position.
Line looks good.
Looks light. He's got those big guys sweeping, though. He's going to, well, I'm not sure he's going to get all the way there.
He'll be a guard. Yeah, it's just a guard.
There's 80% of that rock showing, but I think that's probably going to be enough.
Oh, I'm not even sure if there's that much because he's from that left-hand side of the tack.
He's going to go for it. I'm surprised he doesn't throw a draw, though, come to it. He could tap this the front yellow one in if he's not careful here. He's by. He's got it. He's going to blank the end. I think he's got it. Oh, no, he's going to go by it. Boy, that just...
Running pretty straight there, doesn't it?
It really ran straight. That looked like a good rock to me, but it's a steal of one for Phil DeVore in the first end to go up 1-0.
Yeah. Can spin that camera.
Yeah, that was a fast first end.
That was a quick end. That was as fast as any we've played this year, I'd say.
All right, this is Jake Hanover in the hack, ready to throw him back at us. Phil wants that takeout game.
Well, Specs did ignore that first rock in the house until it got to be too many rocks in the house. Different line that they played than they played the first time, so you think it's got it there or not?
I think it's going to get there.
Yep, looks good.
Just about perfect. Right on top of the button, in front of the tee line.
Specs is
Already a little miffed.
getting a little fired up.
All right, see if Peterson can get this rock out of here.
Oh, he's going to just play a guard.
Is he?
Yeah, they're ignoring that rock.
All right. They're coming right on top of it. They're guarding the wrong one. All right, Phil DeVore got that broom down, ready for his lead, Jake Hanauer, to throw another one up here. Is he going to come in the house here? Looks like he might. Got the weight to do it, I think. Oh, they want a guard. They're going to leave that up front. It's going to come in the. It's going to be in the rings, though. Could come right to it. To be exactly what he just did. Sets up a potential double.
Specs is not going to play the bigger weight.
Surprised. Well,
He's-
maybe he doesn't. He doesn't feel Carter's got that bigger weight. Remember, we saw him throw one past the first end. It's a nice release from Carter, isn't it? But I think he might be a little heavy. That might run by. Let's see if it curls in. Needs to come a lot. Needs to come a lot. I don't think it's going to come that much.
A little heavy.
Yeah.
That was what, about hack weight or so. So early advantage here for Phil.
Not going well. Got to right the ship here at some point.
Yeah.
You know, this is amazingly like that first end where
Very similar.
Phil had those two rocks in there. Kent Brorson throws a guard. And there we go from there. Will Eric Bestie, can he make another double? That's what he did last time. If he gets a little kiss off that red rock, he's in great shape. He did not.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, did he? I couldn't see. There
Yeah.
was a black figure in front of me in the form of Specs. All right. Specs is going to ask for Eric to drive this rock right back and try and double those two out.
Specs taps his shoulder and head, making sure that Eric knows.
No, I think it's a steal sign.
Making sure that Eric throws it hard enough.
The line looks pretty good here. There's the hit. Oh, he's going to get one.
Good shot, though.
That was a good shot. They just couldn't quite hold it. It curled just a tad too much, I think, didn't it? And
Yep, just a hair too much.
but it was a good shot. He's got two up in front to work with. Kent Brorson with his second throw here in the second end.
I think he's going to try to come around this stuff.
Yeah, I think they'd like to have another one in. Gotta sweep this hard. No, they're gonna make it. It's a good rock.
Not getting a lot of curl right now away from that
Sure isn't.
from that line.
Yeah, it curled right at the very end, didn't it? Mark right here, he's asking Eric to. This is a difficult double. He needs to hit it on the inside and spin. Oh, is that what he? Yes, can try it.
He's going to play it with the out turn. So inside out.
So he has to hit again about a third of that rock, I think. Maybe a little bit more. The line is looking good. It's got to curl a little bit more. Was he by? No, he's not. He catches that guard up front, which is okay. They need to clear that.
Phil says, well, let's just put that guard back.
Yeah, I think that's great strategy. Here's John Wertman. It's gonna be a high guard, isn't it? You gotta work to get it across that hog line. In fact, it's
Curl
gonna
too much.
overcurl.
Yeah.
Specs will have the same thing he just tried. Not sure the odds are real high on that, actually. He's going after the number one rock, sitting right on the button.
He's signaled just to go through the house weight. Just tap it back.
Yep. But he wants to cross over, I think, and hit it on the outside and roll just behind that cover. Signaling it's a little heavy at this point. It's not coming off that 4-foot line. It's not going to
He's
come.
going to go right through that.
He's going to go right through. Oof. Not what they needed.
Just a hair heavy again on that.
But they got to move that rock. They can't just,
Yeah, right.
They've got to just run straight there.
Yeah, we playing away from the wall. Sometimes that happens with the colder weather.
Well, this is exactly what John just threw in his first rock, just a little bit more broom. So this should be in perfect position. It's going to force. That's going to be a good rock. It's going to be right between the two of them.
Pretty high guard. You probably.
How much?
There'd probably be room to get through there.
Yeah, he's looking. Gotta be precise. He's coming. He's gonna try that with the.
He's gonna play his
outturn.
His intern.
It's his intern.
Jason's intern.
Okay. Got to have a little more. Well, probably the weight he threw might do it. As long as he's got to get through that. Get through that portal. Is he going to come enough?
Nope.
He's going to catch that guard. Just nicked it.
Weight looked good. It's like we said. It's running real straight with that turn right now.
Yeah, they're really struggling with it.
So Phil's gonna try to guard it still.
Boy, he's seen that guard like the last two rocks from his team have been attempts at that guard. So I don't know.
What do you think? Is that red one biting out there?
I can't tell. Well, I think looking at the overhead, looks like it may be.
Looks good from the overhead. You have to probably put the stick on it. From behind the sheet here, it doesn't look like it's in.
But there's that. Can't tell from the head.
No, you can't.
From over it. Okay, this is Phil DeVore trying to set that guard, trying to steal two more here in the second end. Put Roscoe's behind the 8-ball. Is there an 8-ball in curling?
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure there is.
Those are pretty flashy jacket that Specs has on with all that red lines. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. All right, so Phil is trying to put the guard up.
And it looks pretty good to me right now. It should finish by curling back toward the middle. It does. It's gonna.
He may leave that in off though.
The in-off is definitely there, and Specs has to get one out here. That's a tough shot.
He's gonna play it from the inside to the out.
And I think that's a tougher way to do it, don't you?
Seems like it, but with that outside in running so straight, you're not gonna get the curl maybe that you want. But
well, if ever he needs a shot here. We're early in the game. I mean, it's not make or break, but they need something good happening to them.
All right, Specs coming down. Probably not going to be a soft one. Oh, it wasn't a rocket.
He wristed it a little bit
at
too.
the end.
Right before his release.
I think it's going to come through the well.
Oh, he's going to get that guard. No, he's got it. Oh, he made the shot. Wow, great shot. That's why Specs is Specs.
He's got a smile now.
That was a fine shot. Let's see. Yeah, they're all smiles out there.
Well, they're feeling a lot better now. They got a good chance to score.
That gave us a game.
Well, they'd still have a game, but you might start pressing when you start getting too far behind. So Phil's going to play the out turn, this wide out turn. He's thinking that if he gets to the nose, he makes the double. Or if he gets to the inside, he's not too worried about the double. He can roll back underneath cover. Hard shot, coming way out to the wings like this. You just never know exactly how it's going to behave.
It's the target those 2 rocks wide.
Yeah, that's the good part, yeah.
I wouldn't bet against this shot being made. It's coming, though. It's coming. He got the one, and let's see where that yellow rock ends up. It ends up in perfect position. A great shot from Specs. A great shot from Phil DeVore. I don't see how Specs can get 2 here.
I don't see any way how he can get 2.
He can drive that yellow rock back and double it out. I don't know what else he's got. Brilliant shots there from the 2
Yeah,
skips.
very good shots. Nice. Very nice. And he's going to play what we sometimes call the suicide double or the in-off. You're going off your own rock.
Huh? That seems a little wild to me.
Yeah. I don't. Yellow one, they must not think that yellow one up top is in.
Of course. That would
make the big difference.
And looking at the overhead,
it looks like it's not.
It looks like it's not. All right, see if Specs can make 2 in a row. 2 circus shots in a row. He's coming with solid weight.
It's
gotta move. It's gotta move. Nope, it's not gonna work. He's gonna give up a steal of 1 again, so it's 2-0 after 2 ends.
And his delivery aid almost beat the rock down the ice.
All right, just as we have the first 2 ends, Jake Hanauer starts us off.
At this point, I think Specs is saying, we got to get rid of this stupid hammer.
Yeah.
Well, that was a great shot by Phil.
It was.
That was a fantastic shot.
By
Specs on his first.
And then a great shot by Phil. Yep. Well, I wonder if Specs will leave this shot in the house now. What's he going to do? How's he going to play this? Is he going to change his strategy? It hasn't worked well the first 2 ends. Jake once again is coming right into the house, right into the 4-foot. Boy, he's been perfect with that rock, and that's exactly where he's put it every end, hasn't it? No, I think he's going to hit this one. It's Carter Peterson. Maybe he's not hitting.
No, I don't think he's hit.
Not with that weight. Is he trying to come to? I'm not sure what he's doing here, to tell you the truth. I didn't see where.
I thought he was just looking for a guard.
Maybe that's it. That's what he's going to get.
I think they're not curling as much as he's expecting. He's taken, could have probably put the broom maybe, and it's a guy he hasn't played with as much, so he's not sure how.
Yeah. Got to adjust though.
Yep, got to make the adjustment. So Jake has to play his out turn now. We'll see how
let's see if he can keep one in front of the house. He's had all 4 of his rocks in the house almost in exactly the same position.
And it looks like he cannot.
He's in once again.
He apparently just knows one weight. No.
But it's a pretty darn good weight.
I always tell people that if you can consistently give me top house to tee weight, I'll use that all night long.
Carter Peterson again. Let's see if he can get that weight right. Now, if he overthrows this one, it's going to go wide. But I don't think he overthrew it. I think this weight looks pretty good. They're working it hard. Coming right in there.
Very nice shot.
That's a good shot.
That's a real good shot.
That really sets them up to... Phil's going to have to guard that, whether he wants to or not. He's going to have to, because that's a perfect setup. All right, Kent Brorson's ready to go. Let's see if Kent can put that guard up. That's all Kent's thrown tonight, I think.
Sweeper's body language tells me it's not light.
It's way, it's out there. It's pretty wide from. I'm not sure where the broom was, but I don't think. Well, it's coming now. Nice cluster. This is interesting, but the opportunity is there to whack that yellow one into the red one and dump the 2 red ones, the yellow ones, right? That's what he looks like he's going to try. He's got Eric Bestie already has made a couple of doubles tonight. We know it's Eric Bestie because it says so in the back of his T-shirt.
Yeah, because we wouldn't know otherwise.
This will be a fun shot to watch. Let's see if he can make it.
Looks a little wide.
Yeah, it does to me too. It's got to come. I wouldn't be sweeping it. No, it's just a tad wide. He's going to get that cleared out of there, but... Well, moved him around. It left his red rock, well, under partial cover.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good shot. Look, pretty good result.
It's still yellow, I think, counting 2, maybe counting only 1. It's hard to tell.
Hard to tell.
But...
like you say, interesting now.
Yeah, it's certainly not the old-time curling, is it?
Yeah, it's not running up and down the sheet, throwing rocks at, knocking rocks out. Kent is trying to corner freeze this one, I thought they called for.
It's pretty much the same rock the same shot he just threw. He might be a little hanging out there. He's a little heavy. And he's gonna go past that red rock for sure. I don't think that's where they wanted it.
No, I don't think so either.
Interesting. I think.
Specs isn't exactly sure what.
No, I'm not sure what you do here. Which one do you go for? I guess my first inclination would be to hit that one and maybe get 2.
Hard to get across it to make the double.
But I'd sure like to be in there, I think. I'd like to roll somewhere.
I think of whatever I did here, I think I'd be throwing pretty soft weight. He's talking about just backline weight. See if you can bump that yellow back and maybe sneak underneath.
Well, let's see. Boy, we haven't seen much curl here.
And he's not taking a lot of broom, so. It looks like decent weight, huh?
Oh, I think he's saying I'm wide. I'm heavy and wide. All right, it's coming now. It's starting to move. He's going to get that outside yellow rock, but not the one he wanted. Nope.
Not all bad.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was just a little heavier than what they were asking.
He signaled that as soon as he released it. He was just
making a. It's a little dangerous to make a play on that, on the red one that's on the center line. It's a little dangerous to make a play on the red one that just got left there. There's both called for pretty precise shots.
You like that? Is he thinking about a little tap back on that yellow one?
He's talking about just
T-line,
tapping his tee.
just tap it back. That's what he's doing. Okay, we got John Wirtman. Seen John throw some heavy rocks. We've seen him throw guards.
No, he's got to find tee weight.
And he's out there quite a ways too. Doesn't look like that's going to come. Well, it's coming now. He's on to the red one. It's just about what I don't know. He did what he wanted.
Basically what they asked for.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Yeah, I think so too. What do you do now? Let's see. You gotta take that. Gotta get that yellow one. Yeah, I think you gotta take it now.
Specs is saying maybe just freeze or a little freeze, like you say, bump it back a little bit.
Yeah, like about 2 feet. And he's not sure here. That's an interesting. I'm not sure either. That's not much broom.
He's taken. He asked for just back line kind of weight. But it does seem to hang over on that sheet. It doesn't get much finish until the very end.
Yeah, it comes at the end. That's right. All right. See what Jason can do here. I like the line. Oh, is this one gonna come on us now? No, it's hanging out there. Nicely done. Knocked it back 2 feet. It's boy, it's hard to tell. It's red's counting one.
Red is for sure one. They might be two.
They might be.
Maybe 1, 2, and 4. If I had to guess right now, I'd say 1, 2, and 4. And I think yellow is 3, 5, and 6.
Oops. We've got John and Phil going to talk this over.
Well, this is...
Well, they should.
Yeah.
This is a little complicated here. What are we going to do?
Yeah, if you hit that... John's saying, if we hit this one pretty skinny, we'll shoot the red out through the hole here. Right there.
Easy to jam on that back yellow rock.
The red would go out there, and the yellow comes back here. Right back there, which sends, if you throw it hard enough, sends the red out the back. I think that's what he's going to try. What do you think? It's not easy.
No, it's got to be precise.
Yeah.
I think it'd be real easy to jam on that back one. I mean,
There's a couple of ways to jam here, yeah. Got to be just getting a, maybe a quarter of the rock, something like that. Pretty minimal piece of that rock. Where'd Kent go?
I don't know. Looks like he's got the pretty good weight.
There was what you were talking about, the jam.
Yeah, but it didn't hurt him because it didn't nose jam. So, hard to tell which is number 2 right now. I think red is... No, it's hard to tell who's number 1.
Yeah.
I think red is number 1.
Yeah, I think red is 1. Yellow's 2.
But red, that number 1 rock is very easy to take, you know, easy to take out because it's sitting right behind the yellow.
Yep. So they're talking about playing the in off here. Well, they're trying to decide which one to play. The one they talked about was this one. Hit and roll this way. I think that's what they're sticking with.
Don't get too wild down there, Specs.
Yeah, I don't want to get somebody hurting with that broom. That's why maybe we have to put maybe we need to put a helmet on, or at least a face mask. So Jason's going to throw this pretty darn hard, and he's throwing it right at the inside of the rock here. You got to be inside so you don't jam, don't change yours around.
He's outside, I think. No, he's out. He's just about where he wants to be. This might work. Yellow rock's gone.
Oh, is that a nice shot?
Worked. Wow.
That was a beauty. That was a beauty.
Now there's 3 red rocks behind that cover. Phil's got to do the same thing. He's going to try and hit that yellow rock, knock out the red one behind it, and come over and sit on top of that the red rock by the button. What?
Very nice shot.
Good shot.
Some nice shot making here.
A little more chatter, but I think the decision's been made down there. Phil is sliding back our way. Very interesting end. He's got to do exactly what Jason just did. He's got to come down with weight, whack that yellow rock just to the inside, get the roll back to the middle onto one of those red rocks. Ideally the counter. Oops. Whoops.
Changes.
He's saying, I think I can see him on the other side. I don't like the change here.
No, I like the first call.
I like it because he gets rid of that red rock behind it, you know.
Well, there's Kent now. All right, so he's changes. He's going to play the in turn.
Try and tap it out. I don't know that. I think his shooter will roll. I don't think he can get 2 here, and I think his shooter's going to roll out.
Well, there might be catches. Those yellows might catch him.
Yeah,
so
it's not going to roll out of the ring.
Right.
But he likes it. He's coming with heavy weight here. It's not coming. It's not coming. It's not coming.
Well, that's a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
This thing is now number 2 for sure. Well, not for sure, but
I think he's number 2. And he's left a good shot for, you know, to get in there for his last shot. Yeah, I think that was a good play. Specs knows what he wants to do. He's coming down to fire away his first rock here in the third end. Sure like to get 2 and tighten this game up.
so he's going to try to hit in the inside of that yellow rock. He'll lose his red rock and roll to the button is what he's hoping for.
Boy, I doesn't take any time, does he?
He's ready.
No, I'm not going to get the roll. But
You got
that
one.
rock
Just a
is
lonely
workable.
yellow there again,
Yeah.
but Phil can now make a play on
I
shot
think he
rock.
sure can. It's essentially the same shot he just attempted. Question is it going to stay there? Where will that yellow rock end up? It'll hit that. I suppose it will. very interesting third end. I think that was good to get rid of that setup that was there with the yellow on top of red.
Yeah, because now he can run. The Specs
Yeah.
might be able to run the red into that yellow, and
Yep.
yeah, Phil's gonna have to make a real good one here. There's gonna be Specs will have a chance to get. He's got a couple of ways to get to, if Phil doesn't make a good one.
It sure is.
And they're gonna play on that same side, which makes sense because that's where they had. A little bump here would be fine.
I think they have to play this. I don't know what else they got.
Right.
Maybe a little less weight. He threw quite a bit of weight on that first one.
Yeah.
He's explaining to Kent Brorson what he's trying to do. Kent's raising a couple of questions. I don't know. Still discussion going on. I mean, another shot would be to just guard it and give up the one.
Make him make something good.
Yep. I mean, either way it is, it's a tough shot to get more than one.
Right.
It really is. I mean, if you left it open, looks like Kent convinced him to try something different. Going to try and hit and roll in.
No, I think he's asking just to draw now. I think he's decided just to draw.
Well, if he can make the draw, then it's going to be hard for Specs to get
That's what
a
I
big
think.
end.
That's what I think they're thinking.
That might be.
We'll give up the one, but don't want to give up the big end. Pretty good shot.
That's a real good shot.
How does Specs get two? Thing is now, even anything just about that he plays, there's a little danger.
There's a lot of danger.
And not a little, you're right. A lot of
There's
danger.
a lot of danger in anything he plays. And what do you get out of it? How do you get both of those yellow rocks? You can.
Well, you can, but it's not easy. You can do this. That gets rid of them both.
Yeah. Could get rid of your own, too. But
Pretty hard to get rid of your own.
It could.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. You're gonna catch that yellow.
That's
Pretty.
gonna pop off that and onto the other yellow.
Yeah. But
He's looking at it.
that's to me that's probably your best chance of doing it. But I don't know that you can get more than two. I think that would just be for two. In fact, you might still only get one. What's the easier way to get one?
Is to throw it into the boards.
Well, I mean to get two. I meant to get two.
Oh, okay.
I think the easier way to get two would be to just draw and try to just chip this over this way.
Yeah, that's definitely.
And that's pretty safe.
Yep. Yep. I doubt that Specs will go safe.
Knowing Specs, he typically goes for the high risk, high reward. Problem is, it just isn't a lot of reward on this shot. That's the problem. If this was for four,
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Right.
So that was a nice shot by Phil. That was a smart shot by Phil.
It might have been the smart shot by Kent who talked him into that shot.
Whoever decided it. Well, Phil agreed and made it, and then made it
Yeah,
too. That's a lot of times if somebody suggests a shot and you're skip and you're not sure, a lot of times you just don't make it.
Yep. No, it was a good shot.
He really would like to do it. He's looking so hard. He really wants to do it, but well, that early first end where we played fast,
Yes.
we've given all them minutes right back.
We have indeed. They're still debating. Specs wants so much stuff.
I think we were in first. We were the first one to play the second end, and everybody else is playing the fourth, and we're still in the third. Nah, that's right. There's two other games in the third yet.
Okay, decision's been made, I think. Specs, well, he came a third of the way toward us.
I think,
Almost halfway.
personally, I think take your one, try that outside little chip draw.
It's
In-
still
for a 2.
You're only down by 2 at this point.
Yeah, you don't want to give them something to score. You don't want to give up a point here.
Whoops.
Well, he's
They're
going for
lined
the
up
big
on
one.
it now.
He's going for the big one. That's why Specs is Specs.
All right. He's not going to take any time now that he's in the hack.
Oh yeah, once he decides, he's ready.
Yeah. Here it comes. With
Little hack waiter.
Yeah. See what happens. He is on that rock. It's going to be, he's in there. Oh, and he's only going to get 1. All that work for 1. But it's a 2-1 game now. That was an interesting end.
If that thing, yeah, there was a chance to 2, seeing how it came out, but it wasn't an easy chance.
It was a fun end.
That was definitely a fun end.
Took a while, but all right. Third end now. Fourth end now.
This is the fourth.
They got rid of the hammer. Specs is asking Carter, I think, to come into the house.
No, I think he wants a
You
center
want that
guard.
guard up?
He wants a guard.
Yep.
So the boys are working it pretty hard, but I think they're going to get it across. Oh yeah, plenty across. Nice center guard. All right, Jake Hanauer, throw the same shot he's been throwing all game. Just draw right around this guard. Not really what they wanted, but Specs is just going to throw a guard anyways. Carter Peterson. I'm going to try to see if he can add about 4 feet to his draw. He got it a little bit outside. Jake Hanauer, I think he's thrown nothing but draws, so he's going to have to try a takeout here. Hasn't thrown a lot of takeouts. And I see the comment, that was a great third end. There was a lot of discussion, a lot of stuff we could talk about, so the kind of ends we like when we're broadcasting. And Jake's got, looks pretty decent on this takeout attempt. Nice soft weight takeout. Avoids the jam in the back. Now Specs with Eric Bestie can try for the hit and roll. Good shot by Eric. Didn't quite get the roll they were hoping for. Maybe rolled a half an inch, didn't really move. Good throw nevertheless. Kent Burson got to try to copy that.
Line looks good. Well, it's hanging. It's hanging out there. It's still hugging that 4-foot line. Now it's coming.
I think Spec says, let's just make the double here and
Love to see that.
then see what he can do with the later rocks.
Hang around on the perimeter. That looks inside for the double. But
Pretty
he's
good.
right on top of it.
Yeah, right in front is always is nice.
Well, we're back to our classic style.
Yeah.
We had that one.
I think that's harder there. Oh, you want me to stop eating it fried?
All right, let's see what Kent can do with this.
Oops.
This is hanging out there in jam land.
Didn't get the dead jam, but did get rid of that rock, so.
Specs motioning to hit and roll back toward the middle, ideally behind that red cover up front.
Jason Kraus going to try to play this hit and roll.
Uh-oh, it's coming. No, it's hanging out there. It's going to sit right there, I think. Well, it's going to come a bit. No, it sits pretty much right on that spot.
Suppose they had, with that complicated end, that last end, you had to go with, rest the brains for one end, too.
Good point. Good point.
Regroup for the second half of the game.
A neuron respite. Right on the nose. Yellow rock sits there. They're moving toward the front of the house.
Now the roll, yeah, you could be right there on the button.
Jason gets another crack at getting that roll he wants. Saw him shake his head there. Did he not like that? Actually, he looks... No, he's on the nose again, I think.
Yeah.
2 more and we'll be outside the house.
3 more. John Wertman he wants to stay right there. He doesn't want to roll back toward make it easier.
No.
Oops.
Did he come inside a bit on that? They're leaving it alone, so I'm guessing he's okay. He's coming back to the middle. That's what everybody wanted. Right dead behind that guard. Good shot by John Wertman.
Specs is going to try to just bump it back a foot. Foot gets you shot, Rock, if you get back to the nose.
Ooh, that'd be a nice shot, Rock. I might have, I was saying, I might come at it the other side.
Jason thought the same as you. He was putting the broom down, and Specs says, no, other way. So maybe he feels like he knows this line better.
We'll see about that.
That is right. This looks like it's got plenty of room.
This one ran straight.
Oh no,
Well,
it's
it's
curling.
coming now.
Okay,
It's
wow,
coming
it is
now.
really curling.
It's and he's got it. They sweep it hard. Sweep it hard. He's by the guard. He's up to it. Is he going to move it at all? Yes, he is. Very nice shot. And now Phil's got a bit of a problem because if he hits that shot, it's going to come right back into that yellow one, isn't it? Very nice shot from... That was a finesse shot from Specs. That wasn't just a fire away. We don't see that all that often.
No. Oh, wait, who's...
A little score update after this end.
Yeah, after this end, I'll give a... I was just trying to figure out who was showing what color over there on sheet 3. That was our other marquee game tonight, was Littman against...
Oh, yeah.
Littman against Tyler.
I'm still trying to find out who's throwing what color on sheet 8.
So Phil's going to try to match this shot.
I think Littman was doing pretty well down there on sheet 3.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think that it looks to me like...
I think he's throwing red.
And, okay, you are correct then.
All right, let's see what Phil can do here. He's got a... There's not a lot of room for error here. Looks wide to me and heavy. And that's what John Wertman is saying. Now it's coming in. Oh, it's coming in right on it now. This is a good shot.
Wow, that got all the way back to the nose. Wow.
Man, that was a good shot, huh?
Wow. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
That almost looked like it picked. It curled so much. Now Specs has his work cut out for him.
Sure does.
Specs made a beauty, and Phil says, that's nothing. That's nothing. I got this.
Yeah.
So that is Littman throwing the red rocks over there.
Who are they playing?
George.
Oh, the undefeated George?
George has 1 loss.
Okay.
Rustic has no losses. Rustic must be on a bye this week. Yep, Rustic is on a bye. All right, so Specs is going to try to...
I'm surprised they aren't using the other side. I don't know where he goes here. And
He must be just trying to draw around that, both those?
I just don't get it because I don't know. I don't see how he can be undercover.
Well, we'll find out.
I think he's going to leave himself open and give up 3. He's outside of where he was last time.
Yeah, a lot of room now. Weight has to be just
Is
right.
it going to come with this weight?
Looks
It's
heavy.
coming now.
Looks heavy.
Does look heavy. Looks way heavy. Open draw for 3 for Phil. Break the game open here. I just don't know why they didn't play the other side.
Well, the only thing I think he figured that it was he'd seen that path. We haven't thrown this other path.
Haven't, but boy, those rocks are out there. All right, Phil has 11 and a half feet to, if he can draw to 11 and a half feet, he's going to take 3 here.
Take a 4-point lead. Well, this was all set up by Phil's. Phil made a great, Specs made a great shot, and Phil made an even better one.
Right on top of it. Yep, sure was.
And it looks like it's a good one.
5-1 after 4 ends, halfway through the game.
All right. Other scores over on sheet 1. They're playing the 5th, but they haven't posted what happened in the 4th. But Marquardt's up on Fabini, 5-2. Sheet 2 is done already, because they're just practicing over there. Burnix beat Carlson. The last score I had was 4-0. We're on sheet 3, what we were trying to figure out who was throwing what color. The Tyler George team, without Tyler, Tyler's up in Canada, is losing to Ross Littman. 3-1, they're playing the 4th. Sheet 4 has Dwayne Mackey with the big score of 3 in the second end, ahead 3-2 now after 4 ends. Nope, 3 ends, sorry. They're playing the 5th. No, they're just playing the 4th. All right, and then on sheet 5, they haven't posted the 4th, but Gorix is ahead of Scherbeck, 4-1. I don't see Scott out there. Sheet 6, Matt Wall scored a couple of 2s to take a 4-2 lead after the 4. Next door, I saw that Brozick, I think, had stolen a couple. 4-3, Brozick over Peterson, and then in our game, it is now 5-1.
And the big news is Jake Hanauer did not put his first shot onto the tee line.
What was he thinking?
He was so consistently putting shots on the tee line. Let's see what he does here.
They didn't like they don't like that rock being left out there, so they're going to peel their own rock because they don't want guards anymore. What is this known as, Doug? Are you familiar with this shot? This is the peel of shame.
The peel of shame? Shouldn't have put it there in the first place.
Yep, so we're going to get rid of it.
All right, it's gone. All right, let's see what Carter can do here. He's trying to draw behind.
No, I think he's going to put up a second guard.
Okay. He needs points.
Because I think Phil is probably going to peel guards, so this way he'll have at least one guard to work with, provided Carter makes the guard. That looks maybe a hair heavy.
That looks heavy to me. That looks like it's going to go into the house. So I think Specs is going to have a guard.
Oh, it checked up nicely.
Yeah, it did. It's a nice corner guard. Okay.
Kent Brorson is going to try to peel that out of there. Playing his out turn. Remember last end when we were saying they were letting the brains rest, and all of a sudden a 3 came out of nowhere.
Yes, it did. A couple good shots. One on top of the other. Nice peel. Phil's going to make it hard for them to score more than one here. He wants another guard from Eric Bestie.
Yeah, I think he'll probably put guards up for a little while. See if you can get somebody to nose one, so then you have two guards to work with.
Looks pretty good to me.
It's I was gonna say it's not gonna hog. Looks like a nice guard. Phil's not worried about that long guard. He's more worried about the one tighter of the house. So Kent gets another chance at the. Oh, did he roll that over a little bit? No, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does look good. He may be right on it. It may sit right. No, he's going to go outside.
He threw it hard enough.
Yep. Now Specs is going to come into the house with Eric Bestie.
Nope. He's going to still
not.
One more guard.
Okay.
That one looks like more, hey?
And it looks wider, though, too. But it's coming across.
It's going to
be
check.
good.
Yep, it'll be fine. Brooklyn. Well, he did get there. He got his miss now.
Yeah, there's two guards up front on the left side. Let's see if Specs can take advantage of it.
Yeah, he didn't like that high guard. It's going to be hard to hide a rock. Now you can hide a rock. So Jason needs a big one here. You got to be T-line. Well, you don't have to be T-line, but got to be behind the rocks.
You got to be hidden. Actually, above T-line would be perfect if he's hidden.
And it's even okay in the back of the house.
I think he's heavy here.
It looks heavy. Sweepers agree.
That's going to be through. That's not what they need.
No.
That gives Phil a chance to take out more guards if he wants. Or come in there himself.
He won't come in. He'll hit one of them, I think. Oh, you're right. He's going to come in. Take away that draw. Interesting.
Yes, it is. He's got his third. John Wertman ready to go.
That looks heavy too.
Not as heavy. Well, maybe it is. That's gonna stay in the house.
Well, now you got something to freeze to back there.
Yeah, that's something. Jason just threw this, knew he was heavy. See if he can correct. Ooh, I think he overcorrected. I think he was inside and light this time. But we'll find out. It's still going. It is past the guards. Oh, he just got past that second guard. It's a great shot.
You might actually... Oh, and it ended up in a good spot. I was going to say, it's Not that easy to peel it out of there anymore. I mean, you're going to certainly try it, but...
Yeah, it's tough, but it could easily jam on that back yellow one
Yeah.
with this angle.
And that's what Phil has said, that... No, it just isn't worth trying it even. I don't... Where is it? He is going to play the hit. I thought for a second he was going to draw.
He's been pretty spot on tonight.
Phil says you can't see enough. He says you can't see enough. We got to draw.
He came down here and took a look at it from our vantage point and changed his mind. I think that's a good move.
So Phil needs to be... What did I forgot to look here. Just full 8, I think, hey?
From Speck's point of view, he needs to be in the open.
Or through.
Or in the open would even be back by that back yellow one would be ideal, I think, for Speck's. It looks pretty good. Actually, it might be a little... Oh, that's going to be perfect. He's going to be sitting right on that red rock.
Did he get it far enough?
Yeah. He did
No.
not, but well... And that kind of covers it, too. So Speck's needs
There's
to
a chance for 2 here now.
There is a chance for 2.
Speck can make a good one. He actually... I mean, you don't want to come down to the back one, but you could.
Why not go to the other side?
Just split the house?
Split the house. Why go into that? And set
Well,
up
you
the
have a chance for 3 by doing it. Is it a good chance for 3? I'm not sure.
I don't think it is.
I agree.
But
I kind of agree. Take your 2 and see what you can get.
If he isn't,
He's got to be very precise.
he's got to be very precise, or he's going to give Phil a chance to come down and take away what he's got right now. His line was okay. It's coming hard now. He's going to be light. He's going to be light.
Now Phil can take it away with, because he did leave a guard there. The guys did want to sweep it. I thought I heard them call him off because of the line, but you had to be number 2 at least there. Because that doesn't do you any good. So now if Phil can make a good draw, he can take the end away. The good news for Specs is the rock is in the open. So if Phil draws around it, the run back possibility is there.
It's a tough run back.
It is. It's
we'll
a very
cross
tough.
that bridge
Yeah.
momentarily. All right, Phil DeVore with his final rock here in the 5th end, up by 4.
And Phil here, he just wants to make sure he's shot rock.
Boy, he took a lot of broom, but that thing is coming now. He doesn't want to hit that red rock.
Yeah, that's the last thing he wants.
He's going to be by it, I think.
Now it's all about the weight.
Yeah, he's by it. He's safely by it. Nice weight.
Well, Specs
it's
gonna...
there. He's got a chance for 2.
Yeah, you just got to throw it to the back of the house, probably.
Mm-hmm. Specs points to where he wants the broom. Takes one more look.
On the overhead, it looks quite easy. Looking from straight behind with the naked eye, it does not look easy.
No, he's got 75%. He knows it curls, so he hits his broom with the right weight. He's gonna hit that rock. I mean,
yeah, he only has to bump it back 3 feet, 4 feet.
he was light with his last rock. He can't be light here.
It's got a
How's
curl.
that line look?
Got a curl.
I think it's gonna. I think he's okay.
He's got a curl.
It's gonna come.
Gotta curl a bunch.
Oh, it does. It does. He's wide. He's wide. He's given up another steal. So now we're 6-1. And I don't know. Are we going to play on?
I would guess you'd throw them back. Just because the rocks have to be back here anyways. I'll give you a quick update on some other scores. Marquardt got one in the fifth end to go ahead 6-3. Two again is done. I didn't see who, if anybody scored or who scored in the fourth end of the Littman George game. They never like to put their scores up. Mackie Kozlovsky, same thing. They never put the score up from the fourth end. May have just seen a hat come into view. There's too many people standing in the way. I'm not going to give you any updates. I can't. Nobody can see.
Everybody's the scoreboard hugging.
They are hugging the scoreboards right now.
Okay.
Gonna need a couple of guards.
A Jake Hanauer rock up into the house, top of the 12-foot. Nice start. Up 5. Specs has to score 3 this end.
Oh, yeah.
What you think?
Absolutely. 3 and then you steal, so.
Well, Phil's been stealing all night,
Yeah.
so it's possible. He's got his guard. Oh, I got to get it across the hog line first. There it is. Okay. Would have liked that a little deeper, I think.
But he's happy with something in play, something to use potentially. But yeah, you'd like it another 8 feet down. Jake Hanauer seeing if he can do his magical 4-foot draw.
Yeah. Looks like that's tie game on sheet 7. Is that Danny Peterson and Brozick?
Yep. Yeah, I've been keeping my eye over. That's been a pretty good game. And sheet 6 is close too.
Little heavy.
Oh, what got into
Jake Hanauer was heavy.
What got into Jake? Spec says, "Hey, let's try freeze on this rock that's in the house, but gotta be, a guard is okay."
Guard is not okay here.
Huh?
Well,
For
yeah.
specs, you can't throw it through, is what
No,
I'm saying.
you
You
can't
don't,
throw
and
it
you
through,
don't, you
no.
don't want to be,
You don't want to be high in the house.
and you don't want to hit off of it and be in the open.
Right.
So,
I think he's heavy. Let's see, he's going to tap that yellow rock back, which isn't all bad, I guess. No, this is going to be a good rock. Bring it right up to it now. Guess what? Kent Brorson's being asked to peel a guard.
well, they're not so sure. That was the first call. I think he's going to do it. Yeah, with this lead, I think I'd be, even on my team that can't peel, I think we'd still try.
That's coming across. That's looking to like nose to me. What's this going to do? No, he got, well, he's left his another yellow rock out there. There's another guard.
I think I'd throw maybe like a back line to hack. Oh, just straight draw is fine too. I was gonna say you could try to move that yellow, but I think Specs feels like that yellow is helping us. Why move it?
Right.
Leave it there. So Bestie says Specs says let's just draw around it.
Has Eric Bestie thrown a draw tonight?
I think he mostly hits.
I think he has been hitting tonight.
The good news for Eric is you have a pretty good room because you can come to the back one.
Yes.
But you don't want to try to throw it to that back one.
I think he's trying to. Here it comes. Big time. Oh. Finishing curl. That's going to work out. Yeah, it's good. Good rock. Could have been a little 2 feet higher, would have been better, but
Yeah.
he's in good shape.
So with that rock coming a little deep like that, Phil says, let's just try to draw one in there. So it's giving Specs a chance.
That should start coming now.
Oh boy, look at it go. Pretty nice rock.
That's a good rock.
Spec says, well, we're just trying to get some rocks in position that maybe we got something we can do later. So he's just asking for a freeze.
On an angle. He needs this on an angle. Oops.
Love it to be on the inside, yeah. Look at it curl.
He popped that rock move. He's going to move it somewhere. Unfortunately, well, it's not all bad.
No, that isn't all bad. John Wharton, I would assume they're going to make a play on these. There's a chance to make a double, punch that rock right through the hole. I think, but Phil says, nah, let's not try to monkey with that. We'll just try to see if we can get back to the middle. So board weight take out here, attempt. And this is running really straight. Oh boy, is he going to jam on his yellow? Well, that's a lot more than board. And Specs has a little something going here.
Yeah.
He's
Is he counting 1 or 2?
1 and
1.
4. I think.
But that number 1 counter is well in the open.
Right.
So what do you do now? Where are you going to put this rock? Specs says.
Let's just draw right
in.
now.
Yeah.
Worry about other stuff later. I think that's the right call.
Yep.
Just like to be top 8. This one's gonna curl when it starts.
It's going to be tight on that red rock. They better sweep it. They got to buy? I think they got to buy.
Oh, a little heavy. That was the only reason they got it by is because it was heavy.
Yeah.
It's not a bad shot,
No, I
but
know.
but it was. They
It's,
were wanting to be 2 feet higher.
Yep. It's definitely behind cover, and the chance is there to come to it, certainly. That's what he's calling.
This
Draw
one
to it.
Yeah. But probably a few more rocks in play probably than Phil wanted with.
But more interesting for us.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
We got to stick around. Know whether we're paid to stick around.
That's right. I can't punch out until 8.
All right, here comes.
And this is
John
curling.
Wurtenen's, if he doesn't get past that red rock, that guard up front.
Oh, he did.
Just did. That's a beauty. That takes care of that. That's game end. Right there. That was a perfect rock from John Wurtenen. He hits that guard, and Specs has a real opportunity to get 3.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
Specs is trying to figure out how he can move some of these around so that he can get at these rocks.
He opens it up, and that makes it easy for. Yeah, I think he's got to try and come to it. I don't know what this is.
He's talking about splitting those two on. Trying to get some more red rocks in the house.
I think they're about done. Is Jason Krause
Oh, Jason dumped this one. I don't know if he can get a piece. If he can get a piece, it'll be okay, but I don't know that he can get a piece.
No, I think he's by his red rock. Let's see where it ends up.
Oh, that isn't. That's actually.
Yeah, it set up the possibility of a double there, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't the way they wanted to make it, but it's something.
Down 6-1. There's not a lot to be hopeful for here, but boy, that was a beauty from John Worden to sit right in the button.
Oh, absolutely.
That just killed the end for him.
Well, like you said, if he ticks that guard, that changes everything.
Yep.
You know, it changes the whole works. It'll be pretty hard now for Specs, but he'll have some grand idea of how you can get them out of there. Well, he's there is a boy. I wonder if you could make it.
The triple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at that too. I don't
think so. I think
don't
you
think
lose
so
your
either.
red.
Yeah.
But if Phil gives him the chance, I suspect he'll be throwing it. All right, Phil's going to try to guard this.
Here comes Phil's first rock here in the sixth end. Looks like it's going to be a good one.
Are they going to curl too much? I don't think so.
You know, I think no, that's a good rock. You can get those two out, but you can't get to the button.
Problem is, it's hard to get to the button right now. Do you run your
Red rock back? It doesn't gain you anything. It doesn't get to the button. I think you try and remove those two yellow rocks right now. And if you're lucky, you get that one on the side, too.
Well, the first look that Specs thought of was see if you could run this. If you can see enough of this, and maybe this happens. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do see what you're saying. But boy, is that's
really
calling
hard.
it close.
Yeah, that's right.
He's going to try it. Well, no, I think he's going to hit that. He's still looking at it. You know, if this was a tie ball game, this would be really exciting right now. As it is. Now, if he makes something, tension could build, I suppose, but
If we were in a Bonspiel, the guys would be saying. It's a bit of a circus time here.
yeah, let's see what happens.
It's a chance if you hit this boat. And this is not going to be any little soft weight hit here.
Here it comes.
He's on the
He's
top
on
one.
the top one, yep.
Well, problem is he got nothing to get rid of that red rock that's on. I mean, the yellow rock that is on the button.
Nope. No, that was a perfect shot from John Wirtinen.
I think Phil says, "Well, let's just hit the one here that's in the open."
Is there any way to play that run back onto that yellow one and get rid of it? I just don't see it.
No. Well, if it was angled, you could, but it's straight in front of it. He has nothing, no kind of angle to work with.
Phil needs to, for Speck's benefit, Phil needs this to put this one, maybe out in that 8-foot.
Well, I think he's trying to just hit this rock, right?
Or the red rock?
Yeah, he's just trying to hit this red one in the back. Ooh, he threw it a little extra.
Don't tell me he missed the shot.
I think he's got it still.
All right. I think we're down to our final shot.
Yeah, this is about all I can see.
Drive the red one back.
Yeah, I think so. But red is number, see, yellow is 1 and 3. Probably lose you definitely lose your red behind. I don't see any way to not.
And how do you get that?
How do you get that second point?
Yeah.
The yellow, he's talking about running that yellow because it's the right angle, but it's still only for 1. That's the problem. It's only for 1.
Yeah. I just don't.
If you're gonna just play for 1, you might as well try to play
If
like
he
hack
could
weight.
drive that red one back and just thinly hit that yellow, it could bounce over to. Yeah, that's what Jason's saying.
Problem is, I think you got to hit that pretty thick to roll that flat. See how flat that roll is?
It is.
So yeah, what Doug is saying is take this red into red,
Right on the edge.
like that, and then run that over there. And if you get lucky,
Yeah.
maybe you can get this yellow out, get this yellow out the side, and you'll probably lose your shooter or your one in the back of the 4. But because it's your red rock, maybe you get 2 that way.
That's all I can see.
I don't see any other way.
No. It's gonna be fun.
You remember the song I sang
Yep.
earlier? I
They're
think
singing it even
sing it
louder
again.
now.
It should be it should be hitting peak volume right now.
All right, here comes Speck's final shot with quite a bit of weight. Bang on the front one. Wow! Wow, that just missed it. That was really close. Really, really close. Closer than I would have imagined. I think it's done.
Yeah, it is done. That was a steal of 1.
That was a great try.
That was a great try.
It was close.
If he could have just even nudged that one.
Man, that was close. So, we've come to the end of another curling night in Duluth.
Yep, I can give you a quick update on other scores. Let's see, over in sheet 1, Fabini's battling back. They're playing the 7th. Marquardt's up 6-4. Marquardt with the hammer. Sheet 2 is done. Bernick's won earlier. Tyler got on the board with 3 in the 4th, or Tyler George's team, but then Ross answered with 2 more, so it's 5-3. So
Oh, that's good.
good game over there, yeah, playing the 6th. Probably they are going to just get 1 more end in after this. Sheet 4, Mackey, Kozlowski. Mackey's taking a couple of points. They're up 5-2 over Kozlowski. Big Frank is in my way over there on sheet 5.
Oh, there he steps out. It's 5-3. Who's red?
Gorix is red.
Gorix is 5, and
They finished 6. Sheep 6. Matt Wall got a point to make it 5-3 in the 6th. And Scott Walker is, it looks like there's 3 yellows in there too, so Scott's got a little work to do. Sheet 7, they haven't posted the score, but it's tied. Last one we had was 4 to 4. Well, that's correct score. No, they need to put the 6. They need to put the 6 in
blanked.
score.
I'm not sure.
Okay. And then our game was 6-1 DeVore. So
It was not a tight game. I thought it might be a tight game tonight, but
yeah,
not to be. Kind of a blowout. Good shooting by Phil DeVore's team. That draw to the button that John Wharton made there in that 6th end just sealed it.
yep. As if you were listening, if you're a Packer fan, that would have been your dagger.
Your dagger.
That's Wayne Laravy's call.
Well,
that is your dagger. That was the dagger.
It definitely was.
So
we're back again next week. Let's see who we got. We can tell you who we got next week. We've got January 10th. We've got Daryl Carlson and Mike Gorix. So we'll be here.
Yep.
Hope you can join us. Peter, thanks for being with us again. Yeah, that was almost. It was close. That's closer than I would have thought. Possible, but that doesn't close doesn't help us here.
all right.
From Duluth, from Jim and Doug.
Yep.
Good night.
Good night.